Let's try this. Is it going to work? Is it starting to work? Is it going to work? Yeah. Because something is going on with Mixer. It says it's working. Camera seems to be working. And yes. Okay, so it is working. Okay. Alright, so arson. Just started in arson. The gas man. Let's see if I get kicked out again. So I got demoted thanks to Roy and thanks to my adulterous ways.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today.
How'd you like pork in that German whore, Phelps?
Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
See if I can.
Are they suspicious?
So I can. There we go.
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
That bum took a swipe at me. I put him down on my
Alright.
sap.
So, new police station, new partner, new cases.
Door knocking all morning.
Out of the way.
Are you?
Okay. Let's go to the first house fire. Actually, you drive.
You know the way. You can drive.
You can drive.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. We'll look somewhere else.
So my last few partners seem to like me, except for Roy. Roy's just out for himself. Ah, I want to see if I can steal a fire engine. See if I can get in a fire engine.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
Well, take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Okay. So, have a look over here.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Alright, so we... And that's it. Let's see if I can get in this fire truck. No, I cannot. Alright, let's talk to this dude.
Mr. Stevens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent. Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Right, he's telling the truth.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. This lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Lie.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. My house is the center lot.
So now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
Alright.
That's all we need
Cool.
for the moment, Mr.
2 for
Steffens.
2.
All right.
What's with him?
You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say right now.
Before I do anything else, why the hell... Let's put the effects down a little bit. Because all I can hear is freaking wind. I don't know why. And I can still hear it. Hella loud. It's quite annoying.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Active.
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. Do you have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Let's go and have a look at the other place. The Sawyer house fire. Herschel Biggs. You can drive.
You're behind the wheel.
there been any other house fires?
This is arson.
Yeah.
We get an
And
average
he
of 2 a
crashed.
night. Does that answer your question?
And he was the one that crashed.
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Hey, another one.
Looks that way. Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Okay.
Mal,
You gonna stick it out, Cole?
I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Well, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair. Write these incidents up as acts of God.
What's this thing?
Hey, Biggs!
Regulator.
Is this
valve.
significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps, can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
Hurry,
you can
chase,
still
chase,
catch 'em.
chase. It's a chase. Stop. Fucking hell.
Stop! LAPD!
See!
We've got an ID on you, Firebug. Stop right there!
Come on. Oh, I get so close.
I can't decide between the tuna fish
And then he just gets out of my way. Run, 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 run. Oh, I got him, I think. Couldn't really see
What's your
through the
name?
bushes.
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires.
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Okay.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, Detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking
Both of them were supposed to go on a
Arson is
friggin'
insurance.
holiday.
It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
All right. Let's go to the travel agent.
I want to see.
You can drive.
Excuse me, officer. I want to see.
You want to see the corpses, you weirdo? All right. Now, travel agent. See what these people have to say. See if I can get a list of the winners. A couple cutouts. Alright.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Alright. So... who are the other people? Whoop. People. Steffens. Steffens Sawyer. Who was... oh, that was that guy. Cunningham. He's the guy that I just... Sawyer family neighbour. Alright, so Steffens and Sawyer. No.
Here they are. Steffens. The Sawyer family. Rosewood Avenue.
Alright.
Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
He looks like he's telling the truth.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If
Lie.
you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
Lie.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who has won.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. Just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Alright. So, next. We'll go to the redevelopment place.
Can you drive to this one?
Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Yes.
Great partners must think alike, Herschel.
Okay. Okay. Fields. Elysian Fields development site.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help.
My name's not Mac.
Elysian are investors in the suburban redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look around. What's this?
So Elysian Fields builds the houses, while the Suburban Redevelopment Fund foots the bill.
Alright. Elysian Fields Development Site Office. Frank Osterman from Leland Monroe. Budget and supply. Daily reports and requisitions must be addressed Suburban Redevelopment and submitted in triplicate. Failure to submit dailies, is grounds for dismissal. Incorrectly filled supply request will be ignored. Okay. There's got to be something else around here. Can I talk to this guy? Hey.
Sorry, gotta go. While I'm here, my workers are probably putting...
Right, well, let's see if I can talk to any of these clowns. Talk? Ooh, what the shit happened there? No.
You know the way. You can drive.
Let's go to the fire station.
Where are we headed? Station 32.
Alright.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Alright. Seems to be some sort of cool dude.
We came as soon as we could.
You got a problem, fuckface? Let's see if I can get in this. Yes, I can.
You gotta be kidding me. We're driving this?
No, we're not. I just wanted to get in the thing and see if I could take it.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
There you go.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Right. So, I guess that goes there. That goes there. And that goes... No, not that one.
Good, your regulator's in position.
Okay. No, that's not where it goes. Maybe. Nothing. Swap them around.
Come on, Phelps. You need to get the arrangement right before we can reproduce the results.
Alright, so this goes here. This goes here.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
Alright, so we'll do this. Boom.
Whew. So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
So, now we need to go to InstaHeat. Where? Let's see what these guys have to say.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Alright.
Show?
Go.
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Right, InstaHeat. Let's see what's going on here.
See him? Saw his picture in the paper. Worked that case with the lady.
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
Olive oil.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Alright. Let's have a look here first.
That price is outrageous.
No, there's nothing here. Hang on. Sorry. Just need to
Try that again, asshole.
Try what again? I didn't do anything. Hang on. Sorry.
Are you liquored up?
What the heck?
What the heck? Let's talk to this dude.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
Okay.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
You looked a little bit suspicious.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
You're a liar.
You employ accredited mechanics to do this.
We call them installers. Technically, they're gas fitters.
Installers, then?
They know what they're doing, Detective, if that's what you're trying to imply.
Damn.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
Okay.
This is a long shot. We are not going to roust that whole list.
We don't need to.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Where the hell is this one? Oh, there it is.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names...
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew. Charged for contempt of court. Attempted murder. Plea bargain down to assault charge.
Whoa.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady. Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times indeed.
No, I don't need to look at that again. So, do I talk to him again?
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Yeah, show me what they've got.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
Walter Clemens.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
No, I'm not fucking reading that. Matthew Ryan. And he has lots of them.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine. Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
Okay.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Okay, so what do we got? We've got that, and that's it. Barley. Reginald Varley.
My company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive.
Right, so there's got to be more to it. Yeah. Ah.
Varley has a problem with bugs.
There we go.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasic?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
All right.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
Clemens. Okay, well he doesn't have any information. Knowledge of Barley, employment with Instaheat, knowledge of Ryan. It seems like Clemens should be the first person that we go and see. What am I doing? Okay. Let's go and see Clemens. He's got some splaining to
Best
do.
we could do for policemen in this city.
See him? Saw his picture in the paper. Worked that case with a lady cut up like the Dahlia. Hey, buddy.
What's going on here? Something going down. Another explosion. So hang on. I need to... Heater service by Ryan. So he should be the first person we go after, actually. He's the more likely. We'll go to Clemens first.
You're behind the wheel.
Clemens. Doesn't look like him.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
Murder. Ryan. Okay.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting, Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
You were licensed and worked for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
Instead hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the Ross, Clemens. You did the right thing.
What?
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
Clemens.
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
Alright, next one. Varley.
You can drive.
Murder.
Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
Alright, let's see what's gonna happen here.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Fuck. Oh! Shit. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to shoot up in the air.
Varley!
I just got a little trigger happy.
Stop or I'll shoot!
Oh, what? Let's run into the bullet. Let's see if I can do this
LAPD,
again.
Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Let's see if I can do it again. Without killing him. Nah. He's not gonna stop.
Come on, Varley! You can't keep running forever!
I wonder what that thing means. No, I don't want to skip. No, I want to do it.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Alright, so I'll see what this... What's that mean? I don't know. I don't know what that means. I think that's like a warning shot, maybe?
Stop or I will shoot!
Oh, there we go. Warning shot. Cool. Caught him.
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, you're a guest of the city.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. And be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
What about about Ryan? Let's go and find Ryan. What achievement did I get? Ah, warning shot. Cool. That's good.
You know the way. You can drive.
That's much easier than friggin' running them down.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs. Arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Well, just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan. I said,
He's gonna run.
Son of a bitch.
Shit. Shit.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Don't leave me hanging out here, Phelps. Move in.
He's got an arson-related assault charge, and
To get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
this man has got to be stopped.
Herschel.
Get in close and steer him off the tar.
Jesus, what is he doing?
The tramp! Oh, Jesus!
Put your hands where I can see them.
that
Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
Alright. So I got him. I just need to figure out who did what.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
Yeah.
You can drive.
Alright. Alright, so I think it was Ryan. I think. Let's see.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
I'm praying that those prints come through so I can nail that son of a bitch.
Alright, so let's...
Watch the Ham and Galahad fight. It's a mess that was. Anyway, that's the cop who caught the guy. This town's dangerous.
Let's go to Varley first.
He's the dirty cop from the newspapers.
Where's number 2?
One of these days.
Here. Alright.
Need a
Let's
drink.
talk to this dude.
I got the jitters again.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Alright, let's see what's going on.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Okay, well that's a lie. Varley. No, that's serviced by Ryan. No, where is it? Serviced by Varley. Yep.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Heater serviced by Varley.
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think you played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
Okay. So... No. I don't think I've got anything that would actually be a lie. Hang on. No. I'll go bad cop, I think. Oh, shit.
Last chance, Varley. You're already a wanted man. It won't be hard to hang a double arson on top of your murder beef.
Hey, I shot a loan shark who was squeezing my brother for the vig.
That's why you ran?
I ran because the guys who ran that racket will kill me.
Shit. Alright.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
I'm going to accuse him because I can back out of that.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
This one.
You're saying I'm some kind of psycho for hire?
Shit.
It's not true.
Crap.
We're done for now.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Alright. Well, that was shit.
I need a drink.
It's this way. I think Ryan's the one.
Keep talking. Someday you'll
Save
say
yourself
something
some time and
intelligent.
get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm going to accuse him because I can back
This
out.
is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
So, do I use... Oh, I didn't even see that.
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day.
They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
InstaHeat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them?
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company, how do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
Let's have a look. I'm gonna bad cop him.
You expect me to believe that, Ryan?
shit.
I can do it myself.
Believe whatever you want, Flatfoot. You're part of the conspiracy.
Shit.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Bad cop.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
There we go.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
Oh, yes you do.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you going to prove that?
Ryan's criminal record. Contempt and assault.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
All right,
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry you out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
All right, let's go and talk to Varley again.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
I've been in this job 20 years. I never fired.
Oh, can't I talk to him again? Why can't I talk to him?
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Look. Oh, shit. Why can't I talk? Ask him more questions. I'll charge him.
Reginald Varley, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home.
I think I fucked that.
How is it? No, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it you can bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy? I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy, and you made me look like a jerk. You may not be much of an arson investigator, but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
Well, that went wrong. Shit. Well, that sucks, dick.
You're 2 blocks behind 1st and 2nd.
We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We have a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
A walk in Elysian Fields. What the hell?
House fire. A bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
Alright, let's see if we can do this one properly.
That's disgusting. Didn't you ever hear of germs?
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
Alright, so... current destination. Alright.
Guy gave his wife a tap.
And Biggs, you can drive.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Alright, let's see if I can do this. I thought the last one was Ryan.
You hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget I...
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
Well, the new housing development's a couple of weeks from completion. Burnt to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers.
You guys better see this. I hope you have strong stomachs.
So do I.
Do you have a name?
Jesus.
Morelli, Mike. We recovered a picture of the family.
Okay. Anything else?
To be honest, I just got
What's
this
his
all.
gun on his
Best you talk
face?
to Lynch. He's the expert.
Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved.
Ooh.
I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt a thing.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved them into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
Fuck, this is just freaky as shit.
What are they doing?
The prayer effect is from the fire. The muscles and tendons contract.
Alright.
You ever think about how many people have died in this world and how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them, Biggs?
Some respect.
It's our boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
You got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt.
For the fires?
For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He was trying to redeem himself. He probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
He could be right. Can you come up with an alternative explanation?
Sure, it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
It might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Evidence?
Albert, check out the hot mark system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating Biggs.
Just nope. Burnt rock. I don't think there's any more. If there's any more evidence around. It could be. It's just all effed up. What the hell is that?
Doesn't give me anything to go
It's
on.
9. What's in here? Oh, a pair of pliers. I don't need them. Alright.
This is the flashpoint. The heater detonated with enough force to expose the foundations.
So it was. The water heater exploded. Just a mallet. Random mallet. I don't think that's got anything to do with it. Oh, get up the stairs. Hole felt. Alright. Let's go and find... Oh, can I go upstairs? No. Let's go and find Biggs.
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
Right.
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Christ. We should take a look around, work the neighbors, see what they know. I'll go across the street.
Okay, I'll try this side.
Alright.
I haven't done this for years.
First of all...
You don't look like a fireman, son.
I want to have a look around first. Alright. Nothing. Where's that dog? This is the second place that's had a dog house and no dog.
Looks like the same model.
Varley. talk to this dude.
LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
Alright, Dudley Foreman.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
Bad cop.
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with hold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
Okay.
You said someone is knocking these houses down?
Elysian Fields. You must know them. Their billboards, that Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
Back up.
Whatever you thought of Morelli, his whole family is dead. They couldn't have all deserved that. I want you to help me here, Foreman.
Morelli was pig-headed. He built the house himself. He didn't want to sell. Stubborn fool was ruining it for all of us.
You said the Morellis had won a weekend away to Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. But then I find out they was still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
Benefit of the doubt. Good cop.
You didn't enter yourself?
I'd already agreed to sell. The competition was an incentive for those who were still thinking about it.
Okay. Good work, me.
All a man can do is put in a prayer for the dead. That's all I gotta say.
Alright, so is there any other... What else am I supposed to look for? Not there. Ooh. Newspaper. Housing development burns. Ex-servicemen irate as GI houses raised.
How did you get my number, Ira? At first, I didn't understand you. But now I do. I'd like you to come back to the clinic. I'm helping other people now, Doctor.
I think you are confused. You haven't been to the clinic for weeks.
I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together.
This world is only temporary. We'll all be happier in heaven.
Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fires should end now. They have served their purpose. Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean.
Everything will be erased. The world will be fresh and new.
I can see my purpose now, Doctor. And you helped me to find it.
So it's that dude setting the fires. Ira. So what else is there to find? Alright, well, I don't think this has got anything to do with it. Well, what the freak am I supposed to do? There's still music. There's still something to find. Okay, not there. Yep. Saw that before. See where the police, not the police chief, the fire chief is.
There isn't much I can tell you right now, Cole.
Where the hell am I supposed to go? What is that? No, just George.
Nothing significant.
Nothing significant. Baseball?
Maybe if...
No. No. No, no, no. Okay. Friggin' hell. I don't know what I'm looking for, hey. Maybe I need to go over to where Herschel is. Maybe that's the... No, I've already been down there and there was nothing. I've already been in here. And there was nothing. I'm gonna go and see Herschel. See if that... No. The fuck am I looking for? Alright, I'm gonna... I think there's a... What's this thing do? Show all clues? That's what I was looking for.
Someone was keeping watch. Looks like they were here for quite a while. Brand looks distinctive. Whoever he was wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anyway.
Let's see if this guy has any suspicious activity. There we go.
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
Why?
You sure, Mr. Foreman? There are signs of someone hanging around over there by the fence.
Hey, now that you come to think of it, there was a guy. Kind of tall. Skinny, though.
Anything else?
Orange lumber jacket, a beat-up hat, and no hair. I thought he was the pest exterminator guy who was working around here the last few days. But that guy had hair.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Foreman.
Yeah.
Sure. Hey, if you're interested, I have one of those competition flyers in the kitchen. I could get it for you if you like.
That would be great.
Any luck, Cole?
A couple of things. What did you pick up?
Folded piece of paper. Looks complicated.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
Paper crane. There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
For what?
For Elysian Fields developments.
Oh, I see you already have one.
When did the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
Right. Let's have a look.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Oh, excuse me. Let's have a look. Using the phone.
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, Detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you are.
Commander? We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe? He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind? I'm warning you, Phelps.
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
Calling you stupid?
Okay.
Kelty has warned us off over Elysian.
Makes sense. It's at that end. We should check out Rancho Escondido.
You know the place?
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton. Let's go.
You're behind the wheel.
Herschel. And then we might go to Elysian Fields.
Shame about Chep. The arson desk has been trying to nail that son of a bitch for years.
He's still in custody, Herschel.
Wanna bet? Fella kicked him loose already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches.
I never actually spoke to him again.
You know, there are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for a
Smart
fray.
mouth son of a bitch.
Come back here. You're not getting off that
Black
easy.
and blue.
We've had a bad break, but this isn't the answer.
These poor saps.
Next.
I'm gonna butt.
Cop that. Clowns.
Good thing you showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
Okay then. Let's do that.
What is it?
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap. When in my career, let's bite the bullet and get on with it.
Okay. I think it was better to look this first. Crappy quality. Alright. Let's go to Elysian Fields and talk to this Leland Monroe dude. Be prepared to get in trouble.
You know the way. You can drive.
Yeah. See what this guy has to say for himself. Well. Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
All right.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
That price is outrageous.
What are we waiting for?
Oh, sorry. I wanted to have a look around. I wanted to snoop around and see what's happening.
May I help you?
We would like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Okay.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
All right, Leland Monroe.
You like a cigar? Drink, boys.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Biggs.
Okay.
We're investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up. You imagine the current demand for housing.
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
Okay, I'm gonna do good cop.
What's your connection to the
Oh,
Suburban Redevelopment
shit.
Fund?
It's an organization of civic-minded individuals whose goal is to make the city a better place for its inhabitants. Something I was proud to be asked to join.
Shit.
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
Okay, well, let's have a look at my evidence. No, no, no. 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 No, no. Oh. No. Okay, bad cop.
2 families are dead, Mr.
Oh,
Monroe. This isn't a question of criminal liability. We're looking at conspiracy to commit murder.
Do you know who you're talking to, son? You want to use incendiary language like that with me? I suggest you should leave immediately.
Fuck. This isn't going well.
You've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
All right, let's have a look. No, there's nothing. No. Back up.
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, Detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense.
Okay.
What's Elysian Fields' involvement in Rancho Escondido?
One of our latest housing developments. It was due to open on the weekend, or was before the unfortunate conflagration.
It met with building code regulations.
Absolutely. Only the best for our returning heroes.
Okay. Accuse.
You're lying, Monroe. There's something out of kilter about that development.
Son, I've had enough of you and your fidgety friend. There's no way in hell you can prove that my materials were inferior.
Why is he like Got his eyes closed the whole time.
I'm no expert, but I think we'll find that the bricks being used on those houses are undersized and the mortar is faulty.
And there's no wall ties connecting the masonry to the frame.
Every building is built to a budget, boys. Those buildings were inspected and fully insured by California Fire and Life. Investment of that magnitude demands it. Do you think that they'd vouch for the buildings without examining them? The arsonists, do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for waybills, you suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it'd be of any help.
That would be very helpful, Mr. Monroe.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the Police Pension Fund?
Help officers.
Ah, I got some random achievement. Alright, let's get out of here.
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
Read entries and press A to select. Chapman.
Herbert Chapman is on this list.
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
The boss is a fine man.
That son of a bitch looks a lot like the cop who pointed his gun at me.
Alright.
Guy must have escaped from the
Operator,
loony
give
bin.
me dispatch.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you. He was released this morning, Detective. I'm sorry, Detective.
It's not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thanks.
Thank you. Alright. So Chapman.
I never chase till the minute I win it. A beautiful face delivers love for me in it. Give me your heart and baby
Roy,
I'll
you
spin
fucking
it,
asshole.
'cause I always kill.
Buy me a drink, Cole? No. Not even for old time's sake?
Not even for that.
You're not gonna ask me why I'm here?
I wouldn't give you the pleasure. We'll get around to it.
She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel
Save
about...
the threats for someone who cares about them, Roy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you. Stay away from Elysian Fields.
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
You and your doofus partner. You have been warned.
Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that
I
company.
have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here.
Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
You get the message about Monroe?
Yeah. Earl delivered it. You?
McKelty. He started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done.
KGPL calling car 11K, 11K.
11K, go ahead.
11K, the last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsley Drive in Wilshire.
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
Can drive though, so we can get it over and done with. Otherwise it'll take me forever to get there.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
You fought at Sugarloaf, didn't you?
I did, but I don't like to talk about it.
You come across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over California Fire and Life. Our paths cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has, Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest of the campaign?
Jack keeps stum just like you do. I know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that.
Alright. Let's see what the go is here. Chapman's apartment. 9 o'clock in the morning. Pretty dark.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere. There's some kind
Let's
of problem.
take a look at the car.
Let's see what he's hauling around. Definitely gives him opportunity. Should advise the APB. He's clearly armed. Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence.
Hold it, Cole. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
Cops. Again.
Oh, man.
Son of a bitch. He must have caught the trolley. We gotta move fast, Cole. I'll call this in. Get some cars dispatched. Car 11K calling KGPL.
Go ahead, 11K.
11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east. Melrose Avenue. In control of car and driving dangerously.
Roger, 11K. All units, officers need assistance on Melrose Avenue. A suspect aboard the 1110 University
Jesus, he's making a mess.
eastbound. Approach with caution. Suspect is in control of the streetcar and driving dangerously. Units to handle code 3 identified.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
Well, I know where he's gonna go.
See if he can damage one of the wheels. Might act like a brake and slow the thing down. End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
Damn it.
Looks like we have our man, Cole. Well done.
I'm not so sure. Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. There seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
What are you talking about?
The fires benefit Elysian in some way. I don't see Chapman and Monroe working together.
You have a point. Hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
Nice work, gentlemen. Put yourself at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you, Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award. We've had our eyes on that slippery son of a bitch Chapman for as long as I can remember. I couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard. I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe. What were you thinking, Phelps? You'll be calling Richard Nixon a crook next.
What is it?
A letter from Lou. His insurance policy named me beneficiary.
California Fire and Life. You worked for Elysian?
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
It's a very generous settlement. Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What has that got to do with Lou?
I want you to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
I don't even know who
Why
Lou
would he
is.
help this Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
He's a friend of yours?
He hates my guts. Elsa, you could take this money and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level with him. I really would, but it's too late. Years too late.
Mm. 4 stars. Not bad. Takes it to the grave. Maybe I should have tried to stop him. Alright, I'm going to leave it there and we'll continue this tomorrow. So, we can try and figure out who's the bad dude. Monroe's bad. I know that. Anyway, thanks for watching and we'll be back with part 10 tomorrow. See you.